Hello everyone and welcome back to Urbe Salus. This is Leader Ames J15 and this is episode 13 of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. If there is anything that we can pray for, our email can be found in the description. It is also the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. In those same two description places, you can find the subdomain of our server. So please join us on our server. If there's anything that we can pray for, please don't hesitate to email us. And I'm going to start with our verse for this video and then jump into our adventure for today. So, our verses for this video will be coming from the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verses 1 through 11. And I will be reading from the New International Version, NIV. And it reads, "But Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. At dawn he appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, 'Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. What do you say?' They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, 'Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her.' Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, 'Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?' 'No one, sir,' she said. 'Then neither do I condemn you,' Jesus declared. 'Go now and leave your life of sin.'" This is an incredible account of mercy and forgiveness to me. And also just helps to really illustrate the personality of God in Jesus. Because the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were very right about the punishment that by law was set against anyone caught cheating against their spouse, which was to be stoned to death. They would throw large stones at this person until they died. But instead of refuting the law or completely saying that this woman was going to die, Jesus pointed out that these Pharisees and the teachers of the law were just as bad of sinners as this woman, even if they committed different sins. And so they had no authority to condemn this woman because they too were sinners and they knew it. And then, after they leave, having no authority to punish this woman, Jesus looks at her and he says, "No one condemns you?" And they couldn't. because they too knew that they were sinners, and therefore they had no authority, so they did not condemn her because they knew they had no authority to do so. And so she says in verse 11, "No one, sir." And in the same verse, Jesus says, "Then neither do I condemn you," showing such love and such mercy. I love this example of Jesus as he sends away the arrogant and prideful teachers of the law and Pharisees with with the acknowledgement in their hearts that they had no authority to condemn this woman. And then Jesus himself having the authority to condemn this woman, saying, "No, I'm going to show you the love and the forgiveness that I was here to bring." And so that was the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verses 1 through 11, NIV. It shows us a wonderful example of who Jesus is. And this same mercy, this same love, the same forgiveness is open to everyone. No matter what you've done, no matter what situation you're in, no matter who you are, Jesus is still offering this forgiveness, this hope. With that being said, we're going to pay off some debts. Once I change there we go. So, God has blessed me. I was trying to get some time for the plants to grow in the farm. So I went on a little exploratory trip, and it ended as a mining trip because I started digging in some gravel, and I found 36 lapis lazuli, 3 raw gold, 6 raw iron, a total of 96 redstone dust, 26 flint from digging in the gravel, 45 coal, and of course the gravel itself, which right now is 3 stacks plus 7. So I'm going to put the raw metals into the furnace to refine. I'm going to bring the flint back up to the surface so I can make arrows. Going to store this right here. And then I'm going to explain what I mean by paying off some debts. All right. Okay. Oh boy. This trapdoor can be just a little annoying sometimes. There we go. So, what do I mean by paying off some debts? Well, in videos past, I believe, in episode 11 was the first one. I went exploring to find a village nearby, and I did. I found a village near my house. Well, relatively near my house. And In episode 12, I went to the village that I already knew existed, but by the library, by the Urbe Salus library. And at those two places, I acquired some food. The first village, it was carrots, potatoes, and wheat. Wheat not being food, but make bread from it, so food material. And then 24 melons exactly from the second village. So, what I have done is I have, quote unquote, invested these farm, garden, food products. And I'm going to be returning an amount, hopefully more than, if not close to, the amount that I took from these villages, because I feel like that's only the right thing to do. If you're thinking, well, they're just villagers, well, it's still a good example of paying off our debts. So, I have decided to bring back 32 hay bales, 32 carrots, 32 potatoes, and 24 melons. So I have the 32 carrots. Upon my next wheat harvest, I will have 32 hay bales. The potatoes are looking a little sad, but hopefully I will be able to take care of that, because tonight I'm going on a mission to collect some bones from skeletons to make bone meal, the ultimate Minecraft fertilizer. Bring the gold back up to the surface. Okay. Now, I thought I had some feathers. It turns out I don't. I probably used that to make book and quill. So, when I get a chance, I shall try to collect some feathers. It is now very dark outside, so let me get some battle food. Ooh. Cake is a really good battle food. I know that's strange, but it is a good battle food. I can't tell you why, other than the fact that that is how Mojang made cake. But it's a good battle food, so let me leave it at that. Hopefully I might get some string too, because I think I picked up a bow that was extremely damaged from a previously fought skeleton. And I would like to make a better one. So, first, let's scout. I can't even eat, so. We should be free from the reign of the phantoms, because I slept just then. So, there's a zombie. I don't really want rotten flesh. Like, seriously, I've had enough rotten flesh. And well, I think the second village has a cleric, but still. Not a fan of the rotten flesh. And I think that skeleton just despawned. There's a creeper. Not messing with him. He can go about his merry way. I still haven't gotten fast enough to dispatch those. It'd be really nice to find a skeleton. What better way to find a skeleton than to go looking for one, right? Well, probably the best way to find a skeleton is to not look for one, because they inevitably show up. But I'm gonna go to my tower in the middle of the dark, creepy woods. Is that a skeleton? Yes, that's a skeleton. Oh boy. This is dangerous. This is really... Now I don't know where I am. Not good. Okay. I'm rethinking that. Because there's a zombie there. Great. Now I get that. Nice. Yikes. Oh. That was nice. Set the forest on fire. Let me get to it before it gets extremely out of control. Oh boy. I'm hoping I have enough time, because I'm trying to not spend so much time. I don't want this to become an hour-long. This could be really bad. Note to self, don't try to kite monsters in the middle of the forest. Where is he? Nice. Oh well. I probably should have done this before it rained. That way. Well, I had no idea that it was going to rain anyway, so it's not like it would have made that big of a difference, but it would have been nice to have done this before it rained. That way it didn't get out of control like this, but it's okay. It's okay. Now I have to find another place to fight skeletons. And it's not nighttime anymore. Oh. Now my keys are sticking. Nice. Well. 2 bones is 6 bone meal. Not terrible, actually. I think I'm going to use that on the melons because they are extremely painfully slow. And I only need 3 melons to pay off those. So, like these. Let's see here. What does it take? What does it take? Okay. Stop. You won't accept it, will you? I probably should know something about this, but you won't accept it either. Okay, what is happening? Okay, that's what's happening. Gotcha. Great. I have a bow now. Well, another one. It's broken and sad. It'll be alright. Ooh. Close. Very close. 33. Nice. Well. That leaves some for me to plant. Some to pay off the debt. And with the melons, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait. Because. Yep. And the forest is still on fire. Alright, let me try to do something about that. I also need a way of getting feathers other than killing my chickens because I just prefer not to kill the chicken to get what I need if I don't have to. What am I looking for? Probably the bucket. That's probably what I'm looking for. Take all 3 of them. Why not? So, I only died once fighting those skeletons. That's a blessing. I got a lot of material from my mining trip. That's a blessing. Nothing else is catching on fire except for the trees. There's a zombie. How he survived this long, I'm not sure. You're not being very intelligent right now, you know that? Yep, okay. More English. It's not my favorite staple. That's probably an understatement. Now, time for a little firefighting parkour. Can I make it? Apparently, yes. Can I place it? Oh! That worked. That's just sad. Here, you can have your sand back. Wherever it came from. Well, I'm getting saplings. Right. Enough of this is burned already. Come on. Oh, more skeletons. I should have been prepared. Yep. Thanks. Now you, sir. Yep. Ooh. Well, now you're funny. Thanks. Man. I didn't realize skeletons would fight each other like that. That's... Ooh, this forest, this poor forest. I'm sorry, I was not trying to do this. This is sad. This is like... But this is what is happening, or what at least was happening. I hope it has stopped, but this is what companies were doing to harvest palm oil from the Amazon, which happens to be a very useful oil for making potato chips and other fried foods, and you find it used a lot in the food we use nowadays. The food we eat nowadays. So that's sad that we are reduced to such measures as a society to, well, we're not really reduced to such measures. It's said that companies use such measures. I thought we were going to pay off our debts, and we are, but it's going to take a while. But you got to see me combat some skeletons and accidentally almost burn down the forest. And we read in a really, really awesome account in John. I don't know if I've introduced my horses, but for anyone who is new to the channel anyway, and just in case I didn't introduce my horses, well, these are my horses. I haven't really named them, but I have 2 horses, and the slime that I vanquished in episode 12 helped me get leads so that I could get those horses. So this is going to be the end of our video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please consider hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing. It would be really helpful. If there's anything that we can pray for, once again, our email is in the description of the video. It's also the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. In those same places, you can find the subdomain to our server. Please join us there. Family-friendly server, so keep that in mind. We need to abide by the Xbox Live Code of Conduct, as well as the rules set forth upon joining the server. Also, I'm sorry, I really can't do anything about this. I mean, not immediately, that is. But my server host provider only supports Java Edition. I don't know why. I mean, I could get another provider, but this provider is really working for now, and anyway, it's possible to change, so there is hope. But for now, the only versions that the server supports is Java Edition. So, God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. This is Leader Ames J15 signing out.